Ooh la la. Hello friends, it's Chrystabell coming to you at Rainbow Hour from Lavernia, Texas. And we all just listened to Cellophane Memories together. Thank you so much for joining us for this virtual listening party, this sneak peek at our new record. Thank you, David, for doing our introduction. And wow, what a thrill to be able to listen to this music together with you from all around the world. Like, absolutely a memory that I will hold dear for all of my days. Thank you for being a part of it. And now is the part of our listening party that will be answering your questions, giving you the answers to the questions with so much love. So, David's going to be answering questions that Sabrina has gathered from all of the social media platforms. And then you'll come back to me in Lavernia and I'll answer some more questions for you. And then we'll see what happens from there. All very exciting things, hopefully. Yeah. So, sending it back to David in Los Angeles, California. Take it away, David.
I just started recording.
Okay, great. The first question is from Willem Whitfield. And the question is, what's your favorite thing about working together? You and Christabell.
Willem Whitfield asks, what's my favorite thing about working together with Christabell? Well, you know, I love Christabell, and I always say I believe in these combos, and every combo will generate something different, depending on who the two are. So I really like what comes out when Christabell and I work together. It's magical, this thing of music, and that magical, this thing of combos. So the favorite thing, I think, is what comes out.
Okay, next question is from
From who?
No Donati 5281.
Note Donati 282 51.
5281.
Note Donati 5281 asks,
does creating music follow a similar idea process as with films? How do you realize an idea with music?
This is a very good question. How do you, is there a similarity between ideas for music and ideas for film? And how do you get an idea for music? How does it come? It's interesting because an idea comes, and there are ideas for music, and there are ideas for film, there are ideas for lithography, there are ideas for furniture, there's ideas, you know them. I always use furniture, for example. If you get an idea and it looks like a chair, that's an idea for furniture. So it's an idea for music, has something to do with this thing of music, which is very abstract. So it's not necessarily a tune, but it's something about what could happen with certain experiments involving music. And that's what comes, ideas flow when you're experimenting. So I guess the key for this particular album with Chrystabell was this ability to fall into this experimentation and fiddle with things and find a kind of a new thing.
The next question is from Keaton Roncuccia. next question, he says, you speak often about the importance of your work, whether it's painting, creating music, or making a film. Do you feel enjoying the doing is more important than the results of your work? Thanks for making the world a better place with your creativity.
Keaton, what's his last name?
Ron Kuchia.
Keaton Vachuchia asks, what was the question?
Do you feel enjoying the doing?
Enjoying the doing more important than what you do? They go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. We as human beings should enjoy the doing, and we should enjoy what's been done when we finish doing. We really should be able to do both. And as I always say, it's unfortunate, many people are working and they're not enjoying the work. They're not enjoying the doing. So it's important that we get a world going very soon so people enjoy what they do during the day or night, and they enjoy what comes out. And everyone is happy. Everyone feels fulfilled. Everyone feels they're playing a part in things, and an important part. No one's left behind. No one gets ahead. We're all together as a world family, making things better and better and better for everyone as we go along, as we evolve. It's for everyone to enjoy the doing and enjoy what comes out. It's a long answer. Thank you. Sorry.
The next one is from Mallard. And
Who is that?
Mallard.
Mallard asks,
When collaborating on music, what are the challenges that come with making sure both people are happy with the same track?
what are the challenges of working with someone else on making music so that both people end up being happy with the tracks, equally happy. And this is another part of the magic of it. It's very interesting. The combo will produce a certain thing, and this certain thing that's produced has the quality that can be appreciated fully by both the combo, the two in the combo, or the three in the combo, or seven in the combo. It's the working together. It also allows when it gets finished, each thing gets finished. The beautiful part is both people, Chrystabell and I both, said, yes, we really like this, and it's finished.
The next one is from Primitive in the Extreme.
Infinitive in the extreme?
Primitive in the Extreme.
What is it, primitive?
Primitive.
Primitive in the Extreme asks,
It was 2011 when This Train, your first album together, was released. What has changed in all this time? And I would like to say that I love this album and I can't wait to hear the new one.
what has changed since 2011? A lot of things have changed, and a lot of things remain the same. That's the way it goes. But as far as Chrystabell and I are concerned, what's changed is we had a friendship built, on the making of This Train, that's continued on, and it hasn't changed. It's just gotten, better, and so we're so happy to find this time to work together to make this new album. And again, it's grown out of an experiment, and and the experiment has yielded this thing that we both really like, and it's this kind of music that's sort of magical to us, and I think magical to, you know, people in general. It has this quality to, when you listen to it, it has this quality to conjure memories, and so it becomes transparent and reveals the past in memory form. It's very beautiful, and I always say too on this thing, I've written on the cover of the album cover or something. It's like, if you listen to these tracks 3 times, you will find a friend. It takes about 3 times to really kind of start appreciating it and the feelings that come. So nothing's changed, and lots of things have changed.
The next one is The Real B. Wells 2024 asks.
The Real B. Wells 2024 asks,
What was your inspiration behind making this album, and what is your personal favorite song off the album?
well, I like all the songs on this album. The inspiration was simply to experiment and see what comes. And as far as a favorite, well, I've got a bunch I like. I don't want to say a favorite, but I'll say one of the favorites is Sublime Eternal Love, the last one on the album. I think that's very beautiful.
The next one is from Vezan.
Who?
Vezan. Vezzaan.
Vezan asks,
What inspiration do you draw from each other when you write your songs?
what inspiration do we draw from each other when we write the song? Well, it's like not exactly how it happens, but a stage is set, and Chrystabell enters the stage and reacts to the light, and out from her vocal cords and mind comes a melody, and that is a beginning. That is a beginning. That is a beginning of the experiment.
Okay. Well, the next question is from Tyler King.
Who?
Tyler King.
Tyler King. Tyler King asks,
When did you realize that this album was finally complete?
when did I or we realize that this album was finally complete? This is one of those age-old things, Tyler. When is something done? In some cases, it's never done. And others, it's obvious when it's done. It's strange. This was done when it was done. There wasn't any kind of doubt. It was just done.
Okay. The next question is from Agla, and I'm gonna probably butcher the last name as well as that first name. Naojo Kai Taita Mook. So Agla asks, what matters most?
Agla asks,
What matters most to you in music? Both what other people make as well as when you make it.
What matters most to me in music is how it affects me. And, you know, I always felt music can affect us differently, sometimes more intellect or more emotion, but it's some music affects us each, you know, individually so powerfully that it almost knocks us off our feet, knocks us down, fills us with some kind of fantastic bliss or intellectual bliss, so powerful. It's magical, this medium of music. And those songs, those pieces of music are what we hold dear, and they remain with us, and we listen to them from time to time, and we can't believe how wonderful they are.
And the last question is from the screws are neatly fastened.
Who?
The screws are neatly fastened.
The screws are neatly fastened asks,
what is your favorite word, Mr. Lynch?
what is my favorite word? What is my favorite word? Well, that's very interesting. One word I would say is freedom. Another word I'd say is bliss. Another word I say is love. And another word I'd say is my mantra in transcendental meditation, which I can't say out loud.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. These are answers to some of the questions you sent in. And as now I'm going to turn this over to Chrystabell. Many questions came for her to answer, so she'll take it from here. Thank you very much, everyone. All the best to all of you, like I say. Cheers.
Hello. Hi, David. Wow. Thank you so much for those amazing answers. That's a tough act to follow. But I'm going to do my best, and I'm very inspired and very moved by those answers. So I'm going to get right into it and see what I come up with here. Let's see. Okay, this is from Ryan Machman. Oh, this has many questions in one question. Let's see. How did this project come about? David asked me if I felt like I was in the mood to make a new record, make some new music. That was maybe 2 years ago. And I said, yeah, I want to do that. That's how that happened. How was the creative process compartmentalized? In other words, did Chrystabell write the lyrics while David composed the music? Actually, David composes the music in many of the circumstances. Also, in this album, contributions came from Dean Hurley and Angelo Badalamenti. David otherwise makes all the compositions and writes all of the lyrics, and I compose the melodies, and that's how our dance unfolds. Let's see, what else have we got here? Oh, Trip Peaks asks, Chrystabell, what is your favorite David Lynch movie? Eraserhead. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to choose, but Eraserhead. Okay, let's see, from Austin Laws. How long have you and David been wanting to pursue an album together? Also, are there any key influences for the album? David and I have been making music for a long time now, decades, and that started in late 99, 2000, somewhere around there. And this album really got going, you know, a couple of years ago, as I mentioned. And it was like once we had the idea and got the bug to start working, everything just started flowing. So this album came together relatively quickly to our previous works, and it just felt so right, and it felt so satisfying, and we knew that we had something quite special. And yeah, I think it was the right thing at the right time for both of us. My Wings Beat Loudly is asking, do either of you have any pets? If yes, what are they and what are their names? So I'll speak for myself here. I have a dog. I have a dog that I love, and his name is Wally. And actually, David named Wally because my mother and I were stumped and didn't know what Wally's name was. And David said, well, Wally told me that his name was Wally, or I know that his name is Wally, or something like this. Very confident, and yet with no expectation of us actually using the name Wally, but it was his name. That was Wally's name. So Wally, my great love, my precious dear friend, my wonderful companion, Wally. He's a big dog, and I wish he were here right now, but he's probably digging a hole somewhere. Okay, Juicebox Jeff 25. What did you do during your breaks working on this album? We chit-chatted, we talked, and we caught up, and we had some nice snacks, occasionally some good snacks, and we meditated, and we, like, you know, dipped in to the unified field and got that sweet, just lovely energy, and then infused it into the record. That was really nice. It's really fun to meditate with David. It's fun to meditate all the time, but with David is extra special. Let's see. Okay. Oh, from Carl Josbury. Is that how I say it? Josbury? It's my birthday on August 1st. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And to anyone else whose birthday it is, happy birthday to you. Can you both, my question is, can you both please wish me a happy birthday? Done. Happy birthday. Let's see. What have we got? Let's see. Okay. Ivan SS99 asks, how is your approach to music creation? Is there a lot of musical theory involved, or is it something closer to intuition and it feeling right? Looking forward to the album release. Well, it's definitely all about feeling and experimental editing and being in the moment and really giving yourself over to what's happening and surrendering to whatever might be unfolding, whether or not in the moment you think it's fantastic. You don't know, so you do it, you put your heart in it, and then you step back and you see what happened. And then maybe something great happened. Maybe not, but maybe. But definitely more intuition-based than music theory-based. If anything, you're stripping away your idea of what a song is supposed to be or supposed to sound like in favor of this openness of potential and possibility, that it could be anything, and that if it really stirs something within you, then you're on the right track. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do one more. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming all of this way with us in this process for this virtual listening party. Let's see. Oh, would you perform any of your music live? This is from Laird Lee Kirk. Well, yes. Yes, I don't know how or when or how, did I mention how I would do this live? But I love performing. It means so much to me. I love being with an audience and feeling that visceral exchange when performing music that is maybe meaningful to someone, and getting to share that moment together. It's incredibly fulfilling to do that. So with this record, I'm gonna have to get really creative and maybe David will help. But I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I sure hope it does. And if it does, I hope that Laird, that you'll be there. And I hope that many of you will be there. And I do hope I get to say hello in person and blow kisses and get to be with you as I perform this music. But until then, I hope this has been a satisfying and wonderful occasion. And once again, sending you so much love. Thank you, David. Thank you, Sacred Bones. Thank you, Michael, Sabrina, Sunny, Wally. Thank you all to the people that have been working so hard to get this music into your hearts and into your hands. And with that in mind too, look at this, you guys. I'm gonna leave you with this. It is so wonderful to hold it in my hands. It is such a thrill, I can't even begin. I hope you've enjoyed this occasion that we've been able to share together. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you soon.